Blackpool Pleasure Beach has just released their new season pass for 2025 and well, the price has gone up quite a bit, so in this video let's discuss whether it's still worth it, shall we? Okay, so if you have a look on the website right now, you can still get a 2024 season pass, even though there's such a short period left it kind of seems odd, and that is priced at £169, and they've also put up next year's pass at £225. Now that's around about a 33% increase. That's pretty steep. Now obviously, as enthusiasts, many of us are wondering what's going on in the park. You know, Ice Blast, there has been work lately, there's scaffolding. I'm probably going to go in a few weeks' time and have a poke around and see what's happening. So is that definitely staying? It's starting to look more and more like it will, but they've not announced anything. River Caves, again, has been shut all season. I can't see that opening now until next year. Seems kind of unlikely they'll open it for 2 or 3 months, just very unlikely. But again, we've not had any confirmation on what is happening. Is it coming back? Is it getting removed? Is it getting reimagined? Who knows? Nobody knows what is going on. And obviously, we've seen stuff about a gyro, which they've not confirmed. And then there's that question of, well, they said there's a new attraction to replace Grand Prix. We're all assuming that's a longer term roller coaster rather than a short term flat ride. But the park's not said very much. So right now, that's quite a steep increase without any indication of what is coming down the pipeline. Now, interestingly, if you look at the shorter season passes, the seasonal season passes, the ones that are like spring, summer and autumn, that seems to have gone down in price, because the autumn one for this year is 125 and the ones for next year are 85. So they've got cheaper, which is kind of a positive thing. And one of the things I'm kind of curious about, when we see the cost of the annual pass going up, does that mean that we're going to see the cost of the day entry go up as well? And certainly if it goes up by the 33% that the main pass has gone up, that's a big difference. Now, as it stands right now, they currently advertise on the website that it's roughly 90 pence a day. I mean, that's assuming you turned up every open day of the season, and even probably the most diehard enthusiast does not do that. If you use the same calculation though, then this new pass goes up to £1.20 a day. Again, fairly, you know, it's a 30% increase, which is quite steep. Now, at the moment, if you paid that £35 in advance, you would need to visit the park 5 times in a year to make up that season pass. Now, that's excluding all the other benefits. Obviously, you get discount on food, you get discount on merch, you get to use it in other parks. I reused it last week in Efteling. I'm using it in 2 weeks' time in Emerald Park. So, you know, you do get free entry other places if you travel. But on the face of it, you need to visit 5 times roughly per year to get your value for money. With the new price, assuming of course that the door entry doesn't change, that goes up to needing to visit 7 times a year to actually get your money's worth, which, you know, again, enthusiasts, I don't know how many times I've been this year, probably 4 or 5. Don't think I've been there 7. So, you know, it's starting to get to that stage of, is it actually worth having a season pass now? And don't get me wrong, I understand that the Pleasure Beach is needing to make money. You know, everything that we've seen online in terms of finances, it's not great. You know, and if you're in the park, yes, there's been some busy days. I've seen stuff online. There have been busy days during the summer. I've not witnessed any of them. Every day I've been, it has been dead, and I've managed to get on tons of stuff. So they're obviously, they've not got that kind of sustained crowd level, and you can see that their income has dropped. If they want to do all this kind of investment, the hotel, a new ride, and no doubt they'll be kind of prepping and anticipating Universal coming, they're going to need some cash, right? So I understand they need to bring in more money, but to me, the way to do that, and from speaking to you guys, the way to do that is not cranking the price up on the ticket, it is making it more affordable to get more people through the door. Now, that we've talked about this many times, but that includes things like bringing back the non-rider ticket, and or having some promos and discounts. Like realistically, if they made it, instead of having it at 50 quid on the door, if it was 30 quid on the door, or 25 quid on the door, you're gonna get a ton more people through the door. And once they're through, they're buying food, they're buying merch, etc. So, I don't know, in my head, it's get the footfall through, and then you'll bring your revenue up rather than have less people spending more money. It just seems like a weird way of doing it. So for me, there's quite a lot of questions still outstanding as to whether or not it's worth getting next year's season pass. I certainly won't be buying it immediately. I'm guessing there might be a discount for existing season pass holders. They've done that in the past, but they've not said that yet either. So for me, until they kind of announce what next year looks like, you know, what attractions are coming back, what attractions are getting added, removed, and until we get some visibility on what the door price is going to be, I can't say if that is worth it. And I'm kind of questioning it. I've had a season pass for 4 years, 5 years, but I am questioning whether it's worth getting one next year. I've got loads of places I want to go, so I won't be there as much. But I'd love to know your comments. Let me know down below in those comments. What's your thoughts? Do you have a season pass? Are you going to renew a season pass? Do you think this is just getting more and more silly? Because the prices just keep going up. And I get that the prices everywhere are going up, but yeah, when people's disposable is going down, strangling them on these kind of things just does not work. So yeah, let me know down below what you think. Very short one today, but if you've enjoyed it, hit that like button and consider subscribing. I've been Chris, you've been watching Coaster Dad, and I shall see you in the next one. Adios.